Hey guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading, and today we are here for the topic, what wealth archetype are you destined to embody or are you currently embodying? So we are going to talk about the different wealth archetypes, what money blocks you might be facing, what can you do, guidance and advices to kind of deal with those, and what your abundance destiny is. So yeah, this is all about your wealth and prosperity abundance reading. So let's just get into it. We have two piles here. Group number 1 is Green Aventurine, group number 2 is Pyrite. So pick one and I'll see you in your reading. Hey group 1, so if you chose Green Aventurine, then this is your reading on what wealth archetype are you currently embodying or are destined to embody. So we're going to talk about the money blocks, how you can actually reach your entire full wealth potential, and what archetype are you currently or destined to embody in this life. So we also have 5 archetype, these closed chits, and we'll just pick 2 for you and we'll open them towards the end. So let's see, these have wealth archetypes written in them. So alright, we'll just pick this one and this one. Alright, so we'll open this towards the end. Let's start. So with Green Aventurine, yeah, I was going to say I see opportunities, a lot of opportunities. Green Aventurine is used to manifest abundance, opportunities in your career, in your finances. I'm seeing there are multiple sources that you're going to tap into. There's not going to be just one source. You're actually going to have multiple sources of income. And these could be really different from each other. It won't be surprising if these are poles apart sources. For example, you could be a teacher and an actor, for example, and an entrepreneur, different sources, and they can be very different from each other. So let's get into your cards. We have mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Alright. We have primal. There is no other way around but through the very truth that lives within you. We have 5 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the High Priestess. Oh, nice. We have clever. Working smart gets the work done. Focus on the basics to get better solutions. Sometimes you just need to keep it simple. We have nature. It's time to enjoy nature around you. If you feel anxious about a situation in your life or career, take a walk to clear your head and be healed. We have let go love. Letting go of past love opens the door to new possibilities. Are you holding on to an old relationship? Release it and you'll find peace and the potential for new love. We have 5 of Swords. Okay. We have 5 here. We have Judgment. Alright. Actually, I am going to take this one here. We have the Judgment. We have 5 of Swords. And let's take this here. Yeah. We have Thinker, number 44. We have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Alright, so teacher, we channeled that. So maybe someone out there is a teacher. We have belonging, Janet frame. And we have Mahavidya. Wow. So this is unrestrained, unconditional love. Okay. Let's start group 1. I'm already getting a lot of things here. But before getting into that, let me just give you some numbers that might be important to you. We have 6, we have 44, we have 5, 5, we have 2 here, and we have 20 with judgment, and we have 6 here again, 5. So 5, 5, 5, 6, 6 is important, and 44. Alright. So these could be channel numbers for you, important to you. So yeah, let's start with mortality. I feel like with both the primal and mortality, I feel like you have so much potential just bubbling within you, and I feel like you've had trouble figuring out where to channel this, how to actually make use of this. And remember, this could be something that you're currently going, or you have already gone through, because we're doing the reading for, like, you know, the wealth archetype you're currently embodying or are destined to embody. So yeah, with mortality, I feel like you've just gone through a lull phase, you know, in your career and finances and in life in general, where I feel like you started discerning, you know, what kind of life do you want to live, what kind of a career you want, how do you want to generate income. With primal, I mean, there's so much within you that wanted to come out, and somewhere around you knew that you have all this, you know, massive potential bubbling. You just didn't know how to channel it. And I feel like it's not been easy. It's not been easy for you. You've tried different things, or you're currently trying different things, but it's like, yeah, at times it has been hard to actually believe in yourself, in your potential, although it is very clear to everyone, but most importantly to you. And you have grown. That is the thing. You have grown so much. It's not like that you haven't at all tapped into this potential. You have. But I guess somewhere you also felt this pressure or time crunch. Like, you know, I'm sort of getting this pressure. Like, you know, like it's a race against time. Like, you don't have that much time, and you're like, it's a very short life, and you just, you know, you want to explore it all. You want to tap into this massive pool of potential that is within you. And I feel like you have actually come far. You've come very far, to be honest. But there have been times where you've actually felt very lost. I feel like maybe some of you guys had blockages when it came to finances. With this 5 of Pentacles, there were times where you didn't know where, you know, the next check was coming from, or where the next opportunity was coming from. But now, the good part is, with primal High Priestess, and clever, but we'll get to that. I feel like you actually are very intelligent. With High Priestess and clever, you have a very good brain and intuitive skills. So yeah, there have been these times, you know, where you just didn't know what to expect. You felt low. You felt really hard to believe in yourself, in your potential, if you were doing the right things, you know. But somewhere I feel like you have been, following your instincts, and that has actually led you down the right roads, right paths. And you got out of this phase and you realized that yes, there is uncertainty, but as long as you actually listen to your instincts, oh, we have two here as well. So yeah, two is also important. I just like felt drawn to see that. And we have five, we already talked about it. But yeah, I'm seeing that even though you knew that there was uncertainty, you also felt like the more you follow your instincts, the more you are actually tapping into your potential. With this High Priestess card, yeah, it's like you started realizing that you have these goals, you have these things that you actually want to do, and you realize that life is short and you actually want to go for that, for the career that you want to build, not what is right for the people or which looks good on your resume or something like that. And slowly you started actually feeling that power, that potential run through you, start bubbling to the surface. With Judgment card, there was a renewal of energy. Or if you're just going through this Five of Pentacles energy right now, there is this renewal of energy that is coming. And I feel like you've been really stressed about it. Because it says here, if you feel anxious about a situation in your life or career, take a walk to clear your head. So it's like you've been through, or you're going through, so take it how it resonates. You've gone through this, anxious phase in your life where you just didn't know how to channel all this potential, where to channel all this potential. But the more you started listening to your instincts, you started, realizing what actually you want to do. And you started following it. And you started feeling, actually that you are stepping more and more into your potential. And that has brought you far, and that will take you very far. So yeah, it has not been a smooth road. I see ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, the ebb and flow. But with Judgment, I feel like there is a renewal of energy. And you slowly realize that you're very tapped in with the universe, with the cosmos. And the more you follow your instincts, your intuitive, the intuitive messages that you receive, the more you realize that you are actually you're on a very divinely guided path. I'm a Judgment. I feel like, yeah, universe really wanted you to take this path. It felt like whatever you had been asking, universe was like, you're going to get everything. You just need to trust yourself, believe in yourself, have this unshakable belief in yourself, and follow your instincts. Because there is no doubt that you have this potential. And this is not something, unstable. You're born for this. And we have Albert Einstein here with the clever card. So it's actually giving me that, how people talked about Albert Einstein used to fail his classes. But then, now you use Einstein as a synonym for someone who's smart, who's intelligent. So you realize that instead of, stressing out and thinking about where and how and when it's going to happen, you have to focus on the basics and just work smart. You have to just see that you have been dealt with these lemons and how you're going to turn this into a lemonade stand. And universe was like, yes, that's what I wanted you to do. That's what exactly I wanted you to realize. And that has just brought out this version of you that's completely unstoppable. That is so, with Primal, I'm getting like so vital, so powerful. And this unsure and anxious, stressed energy. I'm seeing that it still pops up here and there, but now you know how powerful, how unstoppable you are. You've seen the results, you've seen things grow, and so you're going after your instincts more. I see someone like crossing off things on their checklist. So you are someone that has dealt with financial instability. But it's like universe really wanted you to, draw your attention to make you realize that you're not wrong about the potential. It's okay to get, fearful or scared or anxious. But the thing is, you have no idea how big your destiny is. I mean, we have Einstein. And the more you listen to yourself, the more you listen to your intuition, believe in yourself, most importantly, keep these fears at bay, the more you're going to see the results. And then I feel like there was this renewal of energy. Yeah, with Five of Swords, you took that flight. You realized that you have these fears and there is uncertainty. But you'd rather, believe in yourself, go after what you want, listen to your intuition, than just stay stuck. And you realize that life is brief and you want to live it completely and as much as you can. And you want to. And you realized also that it's not in your hands whether you explore the entire potential or not, but it's your duty to at least make use of it as much as you can, to bring it out as much as you can. So you finally got out of this energy and you took flight. With Let Go Love, I'm seeing that the more you started letting go of, your past, the situations that you went through, maybe people, or workplaces, career, the more you started witnessing that new possibilities, new opportunities started coming to you. And it literally says that release it and you'll find peace and the potential for new love. And by letting go of what didn't resonate with you, you started figuring out and finding things that actually, resonated with you and, helped you explore this potential even more and help you find the career, the kind of work that actually pleased you, that you liked. With Thinker again, yeah, it's like you thought about it. It's not something that you did like, recklessly. I feel like you've given it a lot of thought. You sat with yourself, you went through this phase where you asked yourself, what exactly do you want? What exactly do you want to pursue? What would actually bring you happiness? Because life is too short to stay in this stuck, uncertain energy, just not knowing what's going to happen next, just fretting about it. Maybe you took walks. And universe is also saying that taking walks or just being around nature is actually going to help you clear your head. And you realize that you don't need to make this so complicated. You just need to follow your instincts. Just keep going. And just keep it simple. With Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So yeah, I mean, this could just directly be a message that some of you guys might be priestesses, mystics, teachers out there. Something in the beauty field or spiritual field. And it also means that the more you again have faith in yourself and also on universe, the more you're going to realize that all these fears, they didn't need to be there. You didn't need to be this anxious because universe has got your back. With belonging, yeah. I feel like if you haven't already, you're going to meet other people like you. There's belonging there. People who are on the same path, who are very divinely guided, who are on the same path, who might be, I really feel that your wealth archetype is something that is not the mainstream. I mean, even Albert Einstein, he was like, he used to flunk in school, but then he turned out to be such an intelligent man. So there's a contrast there. So you don't exactly have the mainstream, just smooth, very, yeah, again, mainstream path. I feel like your divinely guided path is, starts with ups and downs, but then it just takes you to this extremely primal, like, powerful place where you won't have to, even doubt your potential or what you're capable of. And you'll see, you'll just take this flight. With Mahavidya, I feel like this will help you tap into this wild, unrestrained side of yours. The heart knows how to attract grace and manifest creative resolutions where the mind sees only difficulties. Yeah, this might be the creative pile. As your inner being reorients itself around the increasing inner light, established structures built upon lesser foundations will have to give away. She's your call to initiation and growth, your invitation to embrace your path, rise and greet your destiny. Knowledge can come from experience, yet it cannot guarantee evolution on its own. We can outgrow problems and birth superior outcomes only when we are willing to learn from our experiences and have the courage to be moved in new ways along untried paths that resonate with the heart. Absolutely, this is what it is. You realize that you cannot take the, same old paths that maybe others or you have taken in the past. And you have to let go and try on new different paths, like we talked about in the starting, like different sources. You'll tap into different sources and you realize that it's actually helping you become more powerful. It's going to help you grow. And this is your destiny. You're not supposed to be just one thing. Yeah. So let's see what your wealth archetype is, and then we'll get some cards from my oracle, the Manya codes. We have the nurturer, healer. Oh, we also have and be healed. Yeah. Wealth through service, healing, and being a vessel of compassion. Yeah, I'm getting that from beauty and devotion as well. Your soul path is abundance flows when you nurture others and yourself. So yeah, beauty and devotion. So your wealth archetype, number 1, is the nurturer or the healer. It's basically earning wealth through service, healing, and being a vessel of compassion. That could be your healers, priestesses, mystics, teachers out there, service industry, hospitality, healing, something in the spiritual field, and being a vessel of compassion, philanthropy. So yeah, this is your wealth archetype number 1. And we have creator and manifestor. Exactly. This is the creative pile here. Wealth through ideas, manifestation. See, Albert Einstein, he had ideas. He had, vision of bringing something new into existence. And that is what this archetype is all about, creator, manifestor. Wealth through ideas, manifestation, vision, and bringing something new into existence. Soul path, turning creativity into prosperity. And we also had that in the Mahavidya card, that finding creative resolutions. So universe wanted you to just find new creative solution, and your instincts is going to take you there. Yeah. So let's get some Manya oracles for you. I call these the Manya quotes. These are actually getting ready to be available in the marketplace. So what do group number 1 needs to know about their wealth archetype? Okay. We have even the sun bows to the eclipse. Disrupt the dominant player by creating rare high impact moves. Yeah, this again tells me that you're on a path where the old tried tested methods are not actually going to help you. What's actually going to help you is coming up with creative resolutions on how to move forward. The more creative you get, the better output you receive. And this is all just to get you out of, this energy. Because if you stay closed off, you're not going to actually explore this just abundance of potential within you. And the more unrestrained and wild you are, that we got from this card, the more you're actually going to, awaken this primal nature, and you're going to go after what you want, and you're going to see that you're getting out of your shell. That's actually going to help you in your career path. Not every battle is fought in daylight. Yeah, you have, gone through these battles that absolutely stressed you out. People didn't see that. People just saw you growing, shining, getting more into this victorious energy of yours. But I'm seeing that they didn't see this 5 of Pentacle energy, this 5 of Swords energy that you dealt by yourself. And they didn't have to. They didn't need to. We have desire is easy, devotion is rare. We also have devotion here. Seek commitment, not just attraction. Yeah, so you are actually getting closer to sort of, the work, the kind of career path that actually you are devoted to, that you love doing. It's not just, a tiny speck of desire that, oh, I like this. You're like, this is something that I absolutely love doing. I'm devoted to this. Whether it brings me the results that I want to see or not, I still love doing this. And that devotion is going to take you far, because universe is like, you finally believe. It's not always like, you like something and you start seeing results that very moment. Sometimes you do, but mostly it's a gradual process. It's like when you plant seeds. It's not going to immediately turn into a big tree. It's a gradual process, and universe wanted you to have faith and, sort of generate this devotion towards your career path and this divinely guided path. You're a straight up creator, manifestor, nurturer, healer. This path, this is very divinely guided. Maybe you didn't see yourself doing this, but the more you started, getting into these creative, finding these creative solutions to move your finances problem, the more you realize that you started thinking that, I'm actually enjoying doing this. Not all laughter comes from loyalty. Discern real from performative bonds. Yeah, belonging. You're going to meet people who are actually the same way as you, because they are devoted to their path as well. There'll be a sense of loyalty. When you're loyal to your work, you're loyal to people. Loyalty, after all, is a value, right? And yeah, sometimes maybe you follow it in one field and not in another. But what I'm seeing is you'll find people who are as devoted, as dedicated as you are. and you'll feel a sense of belonging. What else, universe? Anything else group 1 needs to know about their wealth archetype? We have, the deal is already done before I walk into the room. Preparation is the real advantage. Yeah. So you thought about this. This wasn't something that you recklessly followed. This has been very much based upon your instincts, the belief in yourself, the joy that you started feeling, the people that you started meeting. And there's this quote from Albert Campus, right? Where you find your joy is where your treasure is, something like that. I can't recall the exact quote. Follow your bliss, basically. So let's get one more card. We have, I let storms break over me until I own the weather. Endure the chaos until you control the variables. Yeah. So you went through these really hard times, and that really taught you a lot on this path. You have gotten this power of discernment now. You're very discerning now. What feels right, what resonates, what is of, no value to you, what is just wasting your time. And this one just wanted to come out. The altar and the throne are carved from the same stone. Unite the spiritual and political for unshakable influence. Yeah, see, the spiritual, something about being divinely guided, the spiritual aspect of yours, and the practical, the physical world. Combining those two for the kind of you're unstoppable diving into your potential energy. This comes from combining your spiritual and physical aspects. Yeah, so on the bottom of the deck is, my shadow keeps records, my light would never confess. Store information quietly. So yeah, see, this journey has really taught you a lot. And you are aware, you have gotten very discerning of the kind of people, the kind of career path, even in workspaces, right? You cannot just trust everyone. So you have become very discerning in what resonates with you, what kind of a life, people, work, all sorts of things. What do you want? So yeah, this was your reading, group 1. I hope it brought you clarity. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon. And if you want to book a one-on-one session with me, then you can find that info in the description box. And yeah, that's all, group 1. See you in your next reading. Bye. So if you chose the pyrite crystal, then this is your reading on the wealth archetype that you embody, that you are currently embodying or are destined to embody. So what is your wealth prosperity path? What blockages you might have faced or are going through, and guidance on your path. So group 1 was interesting. Let's look into your cards, but also before that, we have archetypes in these sheets, and we are going to pick 2 for you and see what wealth archetypes are you going to embody, are currently or destined to embody. So we'll take this one and this one. Alright. So with pyrite crystal, I'm getting group 2. You have a lot of abundance destined for you. I mean, with pyrite straight up, this crystal is actually used to manifest abundance, and you have so much wealth destined for you, and I feel like you might have already started experiencing that, or you're just about to. But it's like you are like a diamond hidden in plain sight. So I feel like you have been underestimated a lot in your life. I feel like you have always seen your value, but maybe people didn't always see that. Or maybe they saw that, but they didn't think to what extent you would actually, they had doubts whether you would actually reach this point. They saw your potential, they saw the greatness that was embedded in you, but it's like they had their doubts whether you would actually realize, or you would actually choose to go after it. They underestimated you, yeah. They didn't think you would, or they didn't think that you had. I'm just going to say it out loud, but because I'm getting that, they didn't think you had the guts to go after it. But you did, and you, oh, you have actually just manifested so much abundance in your life, in all aspects of your life, but most importantly, money. I'm hearing kaching, kaching, kaching. I'm also getting richy rich, that pillow that had, you know, dollars in it. So that basically means that you're going to have a lot of wealth and abundance coming your way. So let's get into your cards. We have do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Okay. We have B. Don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. And both of these cards, do not do things, don't drink all of life. Alright. Okay, we'll see what that's all about. We have Knight of Cups. We have Nine of Cups. Okay, wow. We have Maturation. You are becoming more mature in handling your finances. Taking responsibility is exciting but challenging. It's time to be dependable. Okay. I'm sort of getting where this is going. We have Watch Out. There is more than meets the eye. Be careful with whom you deal your finances with. Someone might be taking advantage of your vulnerability. Okay. We have Sturdy. A strong foundation is the key to success. Are you feeling uncertain about something? Focus on building a solid base in whatever you're working on. It will provide long-term stability. We have Six of Cups. A lot of cups. Oh, in your tarot, we've got all cups so far. We've got Strength. And Strength actually wanted to come out in this deck as well. I don't know if it for which group 1 or group 2, but the Strength card wanted to come out from this deck as well. So, okay. We've got TikTok, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Elixir, again with Elixir and do not drink poison. And Guya Kali. Wow, the secret Kali. Getting very mystical vibes from this, first of all. But we'll see what this is all about. I want to read Guya Kali. Our Divine Mother, who knows all with every answer and every mystery within her power to disclose, provides knowledge at the right time and in the best way. An answer to your question shall be provided. Do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you into unknown territory. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom rather than a reaction to distill their usefulness and value. An entirely new perspective about a matter of importance is awakening. A secret shall be revealed and all you need to know will be given to you. Guya Kali means secret Kali. Okay. So let's get into your reading. So, I feel like your reading group 2 is very layered. Because there are a lot of warning messages, and then there are cups. Oh, I feel like group 2, you. Okay, I'm getting a storyline sort of. You were someone that was absolutely this vulnerable, this soft, generous, this emotional, kind person. And I feel like people have really tried to take advantage of that. And in this reading, we're just talking about your finances and career, workplace, but this could be just outside work as well. But for the reading purposes, we'll just talk about the workspace. So, because of the sweet, kind nature of yours, I feel like people have really eyed you. They took advantage of your vulnerability, of your softness. Maybe they even duped you when it comes to your, you know, money, your things. And it's like you just started feeling very scorned and resentful from within. And you reached this point where you were like, this is actually, this resentment, this is actually hurting me more than anybody else. I feel like the path that you were going on before was actually a very self-destructive path. And with Guya Kali, Secret Kali, it's basically says you get the information, the right information at the right time. And it's like you were always saved by the bell around these people who wanted to take advantage of you. Maybe certain situation that was duping you out of money, out of things. And you realize that this was a poison just becoming poisonous for you, going on this path. And Guya Kali also says that it's like, do not react, but just, follow your intuition, your wisdom, even if a path is, very different than what you thought. We got this message in group 1 as well, so you might have some messages there. But what I'm seeing is that the path that you were on earlier was very self-destructive and destructive in general. And you realize that you no longer want to be on this. This is actually killing you slowly from within. And maybe you didn't even realize it at first, but it's like you realize your foundation, it wasn't as sturdy as you thought. With B card, don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. I feel like this was very divinely guided group 2, because you were meant to experience different, different workspaces, different people that you meet in work, at work, so that you started actually gaining wisdom. And I'm getting very queen-like energy from this, and don't get hung up on the gender. But I get this very queen or king sort of energy. And it's like you started becoming very wise about the people that came to you, the work opportunities. You realized that the path that you were on wasn't sturdy, and so you started focusing on building a solid base for yourself, building on, making a stronger foundation for yourself. You are meant to be successful, like very successful in this life. But now you always had that, pure, loving energy. But all these situations, these warning cards that I'm getting, it brought out the strength in you. This Kuya Kali. People underestimated you, and that's good, because before they underestimated you, because obviously with this soft and this vulnerable energy and stuff, but now when they underestimate you, they see this soft vulnerable energy, but there is this ferocious energy inside of you that has been there because of what you have gone through, that has built up your wisdom so much. And that foundation is now going to help you continue on this successful path of yours. See, with the age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, maybe even in your previous lives, you went through these situations, but now in this life, you are just, I see all the chakras lit up, and you're like, I have been trained. What people to avoid, what opportunities, situations to avoid, what kind of people take advantage, how to protect this beautiful, nature of yours, how not to self-destruct, how to be discerning. And now you're on this path of wish fulfillment. With 9 of Cups, you're on this path of wish fulfillment. You have a strong, solid foundation. And you turned this poison into elixir. Into something that gives you life instead of taking from you. Now the path that you're on, the work that you do, it gives you life rather than taking it from you. Maybe you've already found that work, or maybe you're going to, basically. But with TikTok, I feel like, yeah, you realize it's time for you to break out from this path that is not serving you, that is actually destructive to you, and you were like, I don't have time for this BS, for these kind of BS situations and BS people, and I know I'm meant for greatness, and I'm going to just go on my path. I have been trained for this. And you channel this strength, this resilience, this Guya Kali. Oh, this card gives me such secret Kali. People underestimated you, and you're like, good. Let them underestimate me. They won't even realize, and you would have built this strong foundation and a kingdom on top of it. And before they could do something, you already are so high above. And I'm also getting that the more you ascend on this path of success, the more you climb the ladder, you need to realize that you are going to meet people like these who are going to who are not going to be loyal, who might want you to take advantage of you, who might want to take your finances or harm you in some way. But you have matured so much, and now you know how to be responsible with it, how not to be this, this so generous person that you would just give everything to people because you had a heart that was just overflowing with kindness. Now you are discerning. And that was your major block in the past. But you have matured. You are so trained in this. You are discerning. You have tapped into this side of yours that's like, do not mess with me. I might be this, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups energy, like sweet and kind and generous and peaceful and loving. But do not mess with me or touch anything that belongs to me. Wow. I'm also getting that maybe you might be teaching other people about this as well. Although I'm not getting very teacher vibes from you. But I am getting hints of you might be teaching other people how to be this discerning and wise. there are other people who are, kind, generous, soft like you. And maybe they went through similar situations where people tried to take advantage of them. But you teach them how to be strong without losing your softness. And if people underestimate you, that's good, that's okay. They think they're smarter. But they don't realize that, oh, you're so well trained in this. I'm getting that these people who wanted to, harm you, take advantage of your vulnerability, after underestimating you and realizing that you're not somebody to be messed with, they're actually like pretty stumped. They're pretty much in their head as to how did you manage to do this? Like, they didn't even realize that you had such a strong foundation, that you're not just this soft person but actually so powerful beyond measure, that you're so mature, that you're so well trained. And with TikTok, I'm realizing they didn't realize when this happened. And it is because they underestimated you. They thought they were smarter than you. So let's get into what kind of archetypes are you currently or destined to embody. Oh, I said I felt some mystical vibe. Yeah, because this was very layered. We have the mystic alchemist archetype, wealth through intuition, spirituality, and energy mastery. Yeah, you're discerning. You can discern whose energy or what kind of opportunities, energies, all sorts of that thing. Your soul path is turning the unseen into abundance, channeling divine prosperity. Yeah, you have a lot of abundance waiting for you. And it's like unseen into abundance. That is why I felt like it's a very layered reading with Secret Kali, because it's something on the surface and then the unseen beyond that, beneath that. So yeah, you have the mystic alchemist archetype. So maybe you might be making use of intuition, spirituality, energy mastery. Yeah, you are a master. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and now it is your time to just shine your light, to be unapologetically successful and own your power and own your light. And let whosoever wants to underestimate you, that's okay. But you are going to stand in your power. The leader and authority. Wealth through leadership, visibility, influence. I did see that you are going to teach people in some way. You're going to be the leader. People would learn from you. Wealth through leadership, visibility, and influence. Yes, even with this, I got the leader, the king or the queen sort of energy and archetype. Prosperity follows when they step into power. Yeah, see, you're like, I'm going to step into my power unapologetically. And it doesn't matter who underestimates me, who does what. I have a strong foundation, so they anyway cannot touch me. Even if they try to, they're going to fall, because they have no idea how high this foundation is, how deep the water runs, how stable you are internally and externally. And rather than, being destructive because of these people, you turn this into your power. Wow. Let's get some messages from the Manya quotes. This is my deck, Oracle deck, and these are currently in the process of, getting printed and launched and stuff like that. And then they'll be available in the market. If you cannot match my frequency, you cannot hold my hand. Protect your romantic vibration. Yeah, so the more successful you are, you also realize that you are going to have people who would just be into you because of how successful you are. And even in general, you have become so discerning of who is allowed into your life, who actually matches your frequency, and how to be protective about yourself, because you didn't lose your softness. You just became someone that people cannot mess with. We also have 8 here. We have 8, 10, 9 and 1. Okay, so we have 8, 8, 9, 9 and 10 and 30. Anything else? We also have 6. Anything else, group 2? What wealth archetype are you currently embodying or destined to embody? My roots run through fire and come up blooming. I arrive where others do not survive. Yeah, see? Your roots are so, deeply rooted. Yeah. You are so deeply rooted and you have been through so much that people cannot just shake you. You have survived so much, you have matured so much, you have been trained for this for lifetimes, and you're very divinely guided. And now you're on this, path of the leadership, authority, mystic, alchemist, that people cannot actually mess with you in any way. When they do, they realize you have the side. Oh, and they should be the one to watch out. What else, universe? What else? What 12th archetype is group 2 currently or destined to embody? We have ideal in energy, not excuses. Yeah, again about energy. With Mystic Alchemist, and it says energy mastery. So, ideal in energy, not excuses. My silence rearranges kingdoms. Yeah, kingdom. So, yeah, you're someone that has gotten so good with energy. You know what energy to trust, what energy to stay away from, and you don't hear to what people are saying. You focus on their energy. You remain silent if you have to, but you watch out. You're the one being, observant and seeing if someone is worthy of trust or not, of coming into your kingdom or not. My love is a temple, not a tavern. Only those worthy may enter. Yeah. So again, with that same message, the soft side of you, this loving, people might think that, oh, you're so vulnerable, you're so sweet, kind, loving, and successful. So they see you as a prize, and you definitely are group 2. But the thing is, you realize that, oh, my love is a temple, not a tavern, and only worthy can enter. I don't hear excuses. I am not hearing what you're saying. I am actually observing your energy. And if you are someone that should be in my life or not, that is worthy or not. We have the map of my empire is written in my decisions. Power code, sovereign. See, sovereign, the leader, authority. Yeah, if you're not already there, you're on the way to be the leader, authority archetype. And the empire is written in my decisions. You took these decisions to be in this position. You were on a different path, and you realized that that wasn't sustainable. That was destructive to you and to your destiny. And it says the map of my empire is written in my decisions. So yeah, you actually became this discerning person. You took this decision that brought you to this place of immense abundance that's coming in your life or is already here. Anything else, universe? We have, no one else has ever haunted me the way you do. I will make amends. People who did underestimate you, I realized that maybe people did, it's giving me the same message. People did underestimate you, and then they felt so stupid because they didn't think that you had the guts to actually go for the destiny that was waiting for you. We have the pearl forms in darkness. Protect your growth phase. Transformation happens in the cocoon stage. Yeah. So maybe you went through isolation phase or you're going through it, but this isolation is actually your growth phase, your transformation phase. And if you feel yourself isolated, do not worry about it. This is only helping you generate more strength, more discernment. Anything else, universe? Give me one card. Give me one more card, and then we'll take the back of the deck energy. Give me one more card. What wealth archetype is group 2? Currently embodying or destined to embody. Alright. The chess queen moves unseen until it changes the game. Oh. You're very adaptable. Very adaptable group 2. And with this, that queen, the chess queen energy, yeah. People see, it says unseen until it changes the game. People don't see you coming. They really underestimate you. This reading, which is why I think this is why we got that mystical energy. This is designed to be this way. Universe wanted you to stay, underestimated and unseen, so that when you finally step into your power, because you were very soft and vulnerable. And so it's actually good that people underestimated you. Otherwise, they would have taken advantage if they knew that you were actually meant for so much wealth and abundance. And it's actually good. And universe wanted this to be this way. And now that you're stepping in your power, it's because now you know, you mature, you're well trained, you have awakened that side of you that's very discerning, that's observant, that's like, you cannot mess with me, you're not worthy to be in my life. And in the past, you weren't that. You were actually, you would take people's projection and internalize it, and hence that would actually be self-destructive. And the bottom of the deck, we have the hand that blesses can also bury. Even my surrender is strategic. Yeah, group 2. You're in this powerful energy, and if not, then this is happening. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful message. But it says that the hand that blesses can also bury. Yeah. When people underestimate you and then you strike, they are just left absolutely shocked, because they think that you're vulnerable, or you're weak, you're kind, you're not intelligent, and then they find out who you are, and then they're like, oh shit, oh damn, oh sorry. I don't know why I'm saying all this, but I guess this is what people's reactions are. They're like, oh man, I didn't even think they were like that. I massively underestimated them and overestimated myself. Yeah. So it's really nice, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, and I will see you in your next reading. And if you want to book a one-on-one session, then please find the information in the description box. And do let me know whether you like this reading or not. I loved it absolutely, and I would love to bring more abundance readings for you in future. So yeah, see you in your next reading. Bye, group 2.